on now. Oh, yeah, man. Trying to get it back for me.
I got you.
Come on, George, get the rim! At the rim!
Nice, John.
What we gotta do put on for the community? I'm on that. Nah. You're not gonna keep doing that.
Good D.
Oh my God!
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis, is the scene for the Heat. A glue guy and star, Bam Adebayo. The hub of the wheel at both ends for this team as they wind up for action at Target Center. Heat, Timberwolves, coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. So with James on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Great one out there with Durant. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Wade. And it's Butler in at the three, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Daniels in at the three. It is still early in the season, Greg. You'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Now Conley. McDaniels finds Gobert. Back to McDaniels. And it's the great one with the rebound. Now the Heat with it. Passes it to Wade. Here's the great one. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. The great one's got the first bucket of the game with the three for Miami. Poked away. Stolen by Wade. All alone, and Wade slams it in.
And you can't be reckless with the ball around Wade. That's a recipe for getting your pocket dick.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Rose. The finish. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Minesota with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. It's stolen by Rose. On up the court. Here's the great one. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the right side. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good, unable to end this run. He'd have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Butler. And there's another one for the Heat.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
11 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Looking very comfortable on the interior. Gobert gets his.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Edwards passes to Gobert. There's the pass to Conley. From down in the low post, it goes.
Smooth off the fingertip. Mike Conley floating it in beautifully.
KD looking around. Lets the 3 fly. And the Heat, another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Wade. KD passes to the great one. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. 7 points for the great one. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Now Rose, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Pass to Durant. Wade, bounce pass. Butler on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Clock at 6. Here's Rose, and McDaniels with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Heat in second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Miami with the ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Conley. He had 15 points last outing. Shoots over KD. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can.
Oh, yes! Yes! Incredible. D. Rose steal with great lift. Breaks out a dunk he's probably been working on for a while.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
Minnesota calls timeout. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club. And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Towns. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also, his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
Now here's Towns. He has yet to score. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. And Wade sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's the great one. Defended by Gobert. Here's the great one. In the game against Boston, very impressive.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Timberwolves trailed by 18. Knocked away. Conley the pass to Gobert. Now Now here's McDaniels. Defended by Butler. 5 on the clock. For 3. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. A 3-ball. Timberwolves keep it alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Excellent big man play from Gobert, using his size to save the play.
From downtown. And the Heat, another 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Edwards inside. Wade is covering. Edwards can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. He kicks to Butler. KD passes to Butler. Wade surveying the D. Jacks up a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. The Heat rebound. And it's Wade with the jam.
And that's a heart and hustle play. And Wade is that kind of player, getting the second chance points for his team.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They double team Conley. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Launches a 3. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got 5 now.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Gobert, hoping to put that miserable performance against Toronto behind him tonight. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Edwards against Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat by himself. And Wade slams it in.
And once Wade grabs the steal, he is off to the races. How about that aggressiveness for a mindset?
Minnesota shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Rose against Conley. 5 to shoot. Outside Towns. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And here are the Heat now. Here's the great one. He's got 14. Rose kicks to Butler. Here's the great one. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Conley with it. The pass to Towns. And here's Gobert. Stolen by Rose. Jumps up, and Rose throws it down.
And the defensive IQ of Rose is impressive. Knows when to strike and pounce on steals.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Now here's Towns. Nothing on the board.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And here's Edwards. Knocked loose. Minnesota again turning it over.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Great showing for him last season. And a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. Here's the great one. And the Heat, another 3.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Well, Smitty, this summer, Udonis Haslem retiring after 20 years in the NBA. And all with the Miami Heat.
Kevin, he is Mr. Miami, born and raised. And his impact on the city and the organization goes well beyond the court. He is Heat culture.
The 3 from KD. And again, Miami with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
A nice shot by KD.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Timberwolves shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Conley into the lane. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's the great one. 20 points for him from 15 feet away. And there's another one for the Heat.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Edwards. And Wade sends it back.
One of the all-time great shot blockers at the off-guard position. None other than Dwayne Wade.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Edwards. And it's sent back by KD. And so it's Miami holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
They've got Reed. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Anderson. Then it's Morris. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The 3 from Bryant. And again, Miami with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Morris passes to Reed. Ball's knocked loose. Over to the wing. A 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by Durant. Miami's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. And the Heat, another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Morris against Rose. They need this. Morris, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone. And Rose throws it down hard.
The former league MVP showing he can still do a little of everything for you.
The Timberwolves have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. One-on-one fast break. From deep, Bryant. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Morris. Still scoreless. Kicks to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed gets the bucket.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Miami.
The Heat have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. From about 19 feet, a nice shot by KD. Durant's got 14 points.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good that time. Outside Durant. Here's Howard. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Assist goes to
KD's got his
Kevin
third assist
Durant.
on the night. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Morris. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Rose. Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. You got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
Here's Anderson after the Heat pick up 2. KD with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And then Durant with the dunk.
The long arms and quick hands of Durant jump starting the break.
Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Boston. Morris passes to McDaniels. Anderson outside. Inside, here's Morris. Rose with the block. And here come the Heat again. Miami with the fast break. From 12 feet out. And another basket for Miami.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Durant. Now, here's McDaniels, defended by Jordan. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Rose with the ball for the Heat. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Alexander Walker following the basket by Giannis. Out to the right wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Morris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. From 11 feet away, and it's good for 2. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one. Stolen by McDaniels. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The 10-footer. Rebound by Kobe.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Here's Anderson. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
There's Rose with the 3, and the Heat, another 3.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Now, here is Morris. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Reed, and it's sent back by Howard.
Still an excellent defender. When Dwight Howard is in the area, he's superb at coming up with the block.
And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Rose going inside.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Now Anderson still without a basket. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Monte Morris. Rose scanning the floor. And again, Miami with the triple.
Good defense, good contest. But Rose, as he often does, rises to the challenge.
Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
McDaniels with the ball. Trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by the Heat. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Good.
Right.
And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Assist from
Howard's got his second basket of the night.
Just overwhelming the D with his strength. Dwight Howard is used to having to score through contact.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. He kicks it to McDaniels. Over Rose. And it's sent back by Howard.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And here's Jordan outside. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Passes it to Towns. The 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Rose against Edwards. It's not going to go for him. Rose with some nice D. Shoots over Towns. And there's another one for the Heat.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Conley against Rose. Up top, Gobert. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
Very aggressive Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
A dominating first half of basketball from so far hasn't been close. Heat out front, running away with this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 27 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, what do you think about Minesota?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested or from deep range. Just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So with James on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Antetokounmpo out there with the great one. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the point guard. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Offline with the baseline jumper. Conley's gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. Year in and year out, Smitty, the Heat bring energy and commitment to the defensive end.
Kevin, the Miami Heat has a strong culture, and they've done a good job bringing in players that match their identity. It's led to a great deal of success.
Here's Conley. Jimmy Butler making his last shot, and the shot is good.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's the great one, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Rose against Conley. And the officials will call the illegal shot right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Butler deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3, and the Heat another 3.
The three-pointer opens up so many options for Jimmy Butler.
Edwards against Wade. Left side, Edwards. Wade with the block. The offensive rebound. Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Minesota. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the 3 ball is good. The great one's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Conley. Rose with the block.
What defensive awareness from Derrick Rose. Had the shot well anticipated.
Edwards to end the run. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Towns. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Rose with the block. Giannis passes to the great one. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The great one's got 31 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Stolen by Rose. Beyond the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Rose against Conley. Now here's Gobert. Tight defense on him. Here's Edwards, and Wade sends it back. Rose with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's the great one. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline report.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. And Minnesota has possession following the score by Miami. 6 to shoot. Conley kicks to Towns. They get it back. Miami's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Wade passes to Butler. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
And for Jimmy Butler, he's the type of player we know, Steve, that fills in the gaps wherever his team needs it.
Kevin, he's often the top scorer, defender, and playmaker for his team. His desire to win is unmatched. Jimmy Butler might be the most overlooked superstar in this league.
Here's the great one. And again, Miami with the triple.
In the first half, he got wild and loose from beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more since. Remarkable.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's McDaniels. No scoring in this one. Poke loose. And here's the fast break. And slam dunk by Butler.
Quick reminder there, Butler has the capacity to take over the game at both ends.
Here's Conley. They double-team Conley. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump
And here are the Heat now. Miami controlling the game. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Three-pointer, Butler. And again, Miami with the triple.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his third triple of this half, fourth of the game.
Conley up top. He's covered by Rose. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Jimmy Butler has really turned up his energy level, going out of his way to cook the defense.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Towns, high post. Back to Conley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 6 points for Conley.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go from 14.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot over.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Then for the Heat, Dwight Howard's checked in for the Great One. Durant comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Bryant subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Morris. Great D that time from Durant. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Over Morris. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you can test his shots every time down the floor.
Put this guy in the dunk contest. Jimmy Butler is ready to win it all.
Here's Alexander Walker. He feeds it to Towns, and it's sent back by KD. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Morris. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Miami controlling the game. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Butler from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 4 assists now tonight. Timberwolves on offense. That's tipped. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Shot from 16. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 18 points for Kevin Durant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment now to see the numbers for Morris. Last season's performance for him. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
Now here's Bryant. 9 points in the game so far. Cans it from downtown.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Yes, that goes in.
Hand in the face, Alexander Walker still able to get a good look.
Now, here's Howard, guarded by Reed. Howard in the post. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And that's now 6 points for Howard. .106 left here in the third quarter. Morris passes to Reed. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Wade for three. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And here is Morris. After Dwayne Wade hitting the three, the pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Durant, it's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
The touch at his size to hit that teardrop on the move, that's just not fair.
Here's Alexander Walker. Towns up and in from the low block. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's KD for three. And again, Miami with the triple.
I don't think we've ever seen a player of Durant's size who can handle the rock that well.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anderson is out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Garza in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Anderson against Durant. Here's Alexander Walker.
We all talk about Durant as an elite offensive player, but he also can be a lockdown defender.
Hero with it. Guarded now by Anderson. From deep. And Tyler Hero hits from deep. Hero's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Heat. Morris passes to Garza. Poked away and stolen by Howard. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And Howard with the stuff.
That's a great look from KD. Knew exactly what the defense was doing and delivered the pass right on time.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Garza. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Miami with the ball. Hero passes to Wade. Butler against Warren. And here is Hero. That one good for two.
This guy is a gamer. Tyler Hero, I love how he powers through.
And throughout his career, Steve, as we know, Tyler Hero has never been shy of the big moment. He loves it.
He thrives in games that are tight at the end. His great off-ball movement allows him to find looks, Kevin. Hero isn't afraid of stepping up with the game on the line.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. That's good from Hero. And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
And the Heat making a change here. James is checked in. Giannis against Anderson. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. All alone. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Hero. Ball's knocked loose, and it's Miami's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Bryant dishes to LeBron. Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Adebayo sends it back. A drive by Bryant.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Here's McLaughlin. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
James against Warren. Shoots. And another basket for Miami.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Pass to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline try. Rebound by Kobe.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Bryant. So, Smitty, here we are. Between your TV, your smartphone, your tablet, you can watch any NBA game anytime you want to.
Kevin, it's awesome. The ability to watch multiple games at once is really great for fans. And, hey, we're all fans first and foremost.
And again, Miami with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Fires of the pass to Alexander Walker. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy moves. And what makes Kobe next level? The instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Hero. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Hero. Pass to Garza. And it's blocked.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
And here's James outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Passes it to Warren. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
And they're moving it up. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Giannis kicks to Bryant. The pass to Hero. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tyler Hero hammering it down, playing with a lot of confidence.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Warren. Here's Garza. Back to Warren. And the rejection by LeBron. Here's Kobe. Oh, what a play!
Watch it!
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Adebayo passes to James. Giannis dunks it down.
You know, the attention LeBron James demands left his teammate open there, and he found him.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Drives to the hoop. And that one, good. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matches? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7. I don't know. How many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Outside, Kobe puts one up from 19, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Bryant is taking no prisoners on the offensive end.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Hero. Pass to McLaughlin. From deep three-point land, it's hauled in by the Heat.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Hero. To stop the run, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Anderson in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. Anderson can't get it to go. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the Heat, another 3.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Anderson against Giannis. Anderson outside. And the pass to Garza. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Garza's got 4 this quarter.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
James looking it over. Shoots over Warren. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Warren. 16 feet away, and James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Derrick Rose.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Warren on the wing. over LeBron. And the rejection by James. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
One second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Hero with a three. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Morris looking over the floor. Can't get it to fall. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just had fun. I think guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving, we were defending, we were having fun, so that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.